Alrighty, next game up is the 49ers and the Lions. And folks, I'm going to count this as a win for us in our picks. Now, we had the 49ers -8. They only win by 8, but we all know how this game went, folks. No, the 49ers blew out this Lions team. This was a 41-17 game. 41-17 game with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And then somehow the 49ers give up 2 touchdowns, making it 41-33 and giving the Lions an opportunity with 52 seconds left in the game to go down and potentially tie up the game with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. So I don't know what the hell was going on here with San Francisco blowing the big old lead and making our win turn into a push. So we don't love that, but we are going to count that as a win. These backdoor covers are lame, and our original thinking is kind of, what we base our wins and losses on. We knew this 49ers team would blow out the Lions, and they blew out the Lions. It's just unfortunate the Lions clawed their way back because the 49ers allowed that. Now, I will give credit to Dan Campbell for never quitting, and that's exactly what Dan Campbell's personality is, folks. As a head coach, it's, not great when we're just kind of losing, but if we're losing big, he will be able to kind of juice up the team enough to get great production kind of when they're getting their ass kicked, and never quit mentality. That's why Dan Campbell's great, but it doesn't result in the wins, as we just saw. It kind of, in the grand scheme of things, first look, you're like, oh, this was a competitive game, and that's what Dan Campbell, his coaching style is. It's, hey, quick glance, wow, that was a competitive game, but when you look at the stats, and then you look at how they were scoring, and when they were scoring, and they actually kind of got blown out here big time. Oh my God, they were down 38-10. Oh my God, they were down 41-17. Oh my God, so this was a total different game. So, on paper, when you're just looking at the final, Dan Campbell can coach, but it's like, no, he got down big. Let's see some of these drives here by this Lions team early on through quarters 1 through 4 before they had that kind of breakout scoring. So here we go. First drive by the Lions. They go 6 plays, 39 yards. Unfortunately, have a turnover on downs. They went for it on 4th and 2 at the 49ers 35-yard line. Once again, competitive play calling here by Dan Campbell. I've got no problem going for it on 4th and 2. Then they get a fumble. The 49ers fumble on their first drive, and the Lions miss a field goal. A 51-yard field goal that is no good. Unfortunate. Then the 49ers score a touchdown. They answer. Very well done there by the Lions, going on a 13-play, 67-yard drive that eats up 7 minutes to tie up the game. And then the 49ers put up another touchdown, and then the Lions kind of fold a little bit, only settling for a field goal. And then they score another touchdown, making it 21-10, and now the Lions can't even keep up, and it's all getting poured on them. They throw a pick six, and then they go 3 and out. Now they're down 28-10, and they get another field goal. Now they're down 31-10 after going into halftime. Their first drive after halftime, they go 4 plays, 1 yard. They have to punt. Their second drive after halftime, they score a touchdown on a 7-play, 75-yard drive. Just because of a big play here by DeAndre Swift. Let's watch this real quick replay right here. It's 2nd and 4. Jared Goff. Set up screen, and it goes all the way. DeAndre Swift takes it 40-plus yards to the house, 43 yards officially. So that's how they scored their touchdown on one big chunk play, making it 38-17. Then they're back to 3 and out, a turnover on downs, and then they're finally at the 2 touchdowns to make it seem competitive. But they were, decent. I'll give them credit. The 7-7 game right there, they're trying to stop the bleeding, at 14-10, but unfortunately, we know Jared Goff. We know he can't just single-handedly win y'all the game. I mean, facing a good team and getting blown out big and getting down bad, that's not what Jared Goff thrives in or even is good in. Jared Goff just needs to kind of be a game-managing quarterback out here, and this Lions team isn't really set up for that. So, Dan Campbell loses his first game. Let's talk about Jared Goff out here. He goes 38 for 57. Geez, 57 passes. 38 for 57. 66% completion percentage, solid there. 338 yards on 38 completions. A little bit of dink and dunk, and 40 yards coming by DeAndre Swift on one play. Classic. He had 3 touchdowns and a pick. We already talked about the interception, the pick 6. Not great. Now let's talk about the Lions running game. Jamal Williams, 9 carries for 54 yards and a touchdown. DeAndre Swift had 11 carries for 39 yards, so solid running back by committee out here. DeAndre Swift in the receiving game, 8 receptions for 65 yards. Once again, dink and dunk. TJ Hawkinson, 8 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown, led the league in receiving. So Jared Goff going to his tight end and running backs. His top 3 receivers are his tight end and running back. TJ Hawkinson, 97 yards. DeAndre Swift, 65 yards. Jamal Williams, 56 yards. So Jared Goff going to his safety blankets weapons. That's nothing we can really buy into. So Jared Goff not testing his receivers, testing his weapons. That's not anything we love to hear. All right, now let's talk about this 49ers passing game. Jimmy Garoppolo, the quarterback out there. Trey Lance didn't even see any action. The kind of, quarterback by committee did not make an appearance week 1. So Jimmy Garoppolo, the only starter out here, the only quarterback out here for the 49ers. He goes 17 of 25. 17 of 25. Let's see what that is numbers-wise, percentage-wise, 68%, so we can get behind that. Fantastic. He threw for 314 yards, only 1 touchdown, and 17 completions. I mean, just absolutely slinging the ball around, and, this Lions defense isn't the best. Alrighty, their running backs out here. Eli Mitchell, 19 carries for 104 yards and 1 touchdown. Raheem Mostert not getting really any play, 2 carries for 20 yards. So the 49ers just rocking it with Jimmy G and Eli Mitchell, truly getting it done in the running passing game. Deebo Samuel getting wide open every single time. 12 targets, 9 receptions for 189 yards. What cornerback was guarding Deebo Samuel the entire game? Jeez. Let's go to our website right here, playerprofiler.com. Let's quickly see if they update these game logs on a game-to-game basis. We got to get the Lions corners backs up here because we got to search for them, and then we'll see if they were, let's see if they put the stats up there on playerprofiler.com on a weekly basis. All right, so here we go. What corners do we have to look up? Let's get Afetu Melenfro. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know how to pronounce this man's name. All right, but let's see if we can find this man on playerprofiler.com. Cornerback here for the Lions. Afetu. Here he is. All right. Here we go. They got game logs for this season. Hopefully. They got nothing on this man. Okay, so they don't got nothing up on him. Let's see. Let's go to Jayla Ramsey just because, he high profile player that we can look up quickly. See if his game 1 stats are up here. They do not have the 2021 season. Okay, so we can't see who was kind of covering him the bulk of the time, but Deebo Samuel was just getting wide open every single play. Jeez Louise. So Deebo Samuel got it done. George Kittle, second leading receiver here for the 49ers, 4 receptions for 79 yards, getting it done. So overall, the 49ers really just blew out the Lions. It seemed close at the end of the day, but Lions putting up 16 points in the fourth quarter. It's like already way too little, way too late here for the Lions. So Dan Campbell's first game out is a loss. All right, and then here we go. Niners defensive end Nick Bosa says Lions rookie Penei Sewell is going to be good. He's more comfortable on the left side. So we know Penei Sewell is on the left side from last night's game because the right tackle got injured, so the left tackle got injured, so he had to move from the right side to the left side. He was at left side in college, moved to the right side here in Detroit, and now he's back at the left side. So let's see how many sacks the Lions gave up just to kind of see, put a nice little solid stat on what the offensive line here for the Lions was doing. So the 49ers, let's count their sacks. Here we go. 1 sack, 2 sack, 3 sack. Not terrible. 3 sacks. Definitely, not terrible. Definitely could be a little bit better, but overall, I think you can live with 3 sacks. So overall, Penei Sewell in the rushing game for the Lions, real solid. Jamal Williams, 54 yards, like we said. DeAndre Swift, 39 yards. So running game, protecting Jared Goff's real solid out there. So big praise here by Nick Bosa by saying, hey, Penei Sewell is good, folks, and he's way more comfortable on the left side. So we'll see when the left tackle gets back from his injury, do they move Penei back to the right side? So we will keep an eye on this kind of dance that the Lions are doing with Sewell on the offensive line. And then bad news here for the Lions. Cornerback Jeff Okudah suffered a ruptured Achilles, and he may have been the cornerback that was getting burned by Deebo Samuel, which is never great. So he is out for the entire year. And then we had George Kittle. This nice, great kind of, I don't even know what you want to call this, a stiff arm. It's a stiff punch. I mean, you see him making a tight fist right there and just getting this defender right off of him. But that's what we know George Kittle does. And then he had the league gushing all over him, making all these comments about him. So we know George Kittle is great tight end, had a great game. And hopefully everybody that, participated at Tight End University, didn't participate in Tight End University, was, watching all the Tight End University tight ends in week 1, and we'll definitely break them down way more in depth in later this week, potentially tomorrow as well. But watch out for the tight ends, folks. They truly got it done last night in all their games. So 49ers truly do blow out the Lions 41-33. Closer, not closer than what it seemed. Truly a blowout.